Jimmy crazy as hell.
How this Jim Jones Nas thing even really kicked up, but Jim Jones has been comparing himself to Nas. He claimed he had more Billboard entries than Nas, a flat out lie, right? He claimed, he was almost claiming like his catalog is better than Nas, a flat out lie. And now he's claiming that because he mentioned Nas, he got Nas the most viral publicity Nas has ever received.
He crazy. Nas got one of the most highly nominated, highly anticipated. I don't even know if it was anticipated because nobody know his first album had no famous guest appearances. The outcome, he crowned the best lyricist. Nas been out here. You crazy?
Another flat out lie. Like, I like Jim Jones. Like, you always gotta love a passionate liar, right? Like, this guy's he's just lying left and right, but he's passionate about these lies.
For Nas, probably never been done for him in his life. He's never been that viral at all, ever. Ever. He's never been talked about like this ever in his life.
Jay-Z, Nas, beef, a whole thing. It's only Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. For that back-to-back. Now you got like, I think they tried to put Drake and Meek, but nah, it's more Drake and Kendrick is more better than that, but that's on another level. Are you kidding me, Jimmy? Come on.
What?
Now, has Nas reached out to you?
You did. The last time he was in some shit like this where people were comparing when him and Jay was beating on him.
Say that.
You heard? You did? Like, that, and I don't want to talk about other people's career, but let's just talk.
And then last time Jay was in some shit, people talking about it was with Jay and Nas. Well, Jay had a lot of beefs, but how many people you going to compare to him? It's Jay-Z and Nas. They've been the top. That's fucking Odin and Zeus. Everybody else is lesser gods.
Get to the
Have you spoken
semantics.
You know the great thing about Jim Jones? I think Jim Jones thinks if he keeps talking, he's going to erase history, right? Like, he's going to change how history has been written. Nasir Jones is one of the greatest rappers of all time. His catalog, let alone his pen and his skill, you would not even be in the same conversation or caliber.
Jimmy ain't got nothing to be I Know I Can. Nas put I Know I Can. It's over for Jimmy. What he gonna play? Ballin'. Nas could play either. He could play his diss track, and you can't compete with that. Not even a commercial, just a diss track that's supposed to just be a regular.
I actually find it quite offensive that he's even saying this.
Yeah.
But it might be for rage bait, right? Also, this is the thing. I love what Jim Jones is doing now. He's an older MC. I think he's probably 40-something. He's creating, not necessarily he created himself, but he's further pushing this lane where we could listen to rappers who we used to like that have grown and have aged and are in their 40s. Yes, 40-year-old rap is going to be a thing, chat. Right? I like all that, right? I like all that.
Hell yeah. I hate when people say, oh, you too old to rap, or you 25, 30. Nah, it's just that ain't that many rappers get to it. The oldest rappers, you know what I mean? KRS one of them is in their 50s, 60s, whatever it is, I don't know. But they still relatively young, so we just getting to the point where we can have Jay-Z's, Nas, even Jim Jones, even older than them, you can have fucking LL Cool J's out here coming out here. Like, you can have Ice Cubes coming out at 50-something years old, whatever. They coming out now. Now, they're not talking about stupid shit. You can't be a 40-year-old rapper talking about selling drugs and shit like Jimmy trying to do. Just go to the money, looking good, clothes, business shit. Nas don't need no publicity. He about to open up a fucking casino in Harlem, in Queens, I mean. You crazy?
Those things. However, he can't rewrite history. Jim Jones, for the first half of your career, you were what was called a non-factor in music. Okay?
He wasn't even a rapper.
You, not gonna lie, I do think your lyrical skill has gotten better, but you was kind of known as the nigga who was with Cam. Okay? You're actually not even seen as top 2 in your own group. That's even more offensive.
Shout out Jewels. He the top. Then you got JR Reed and all. Is it Reed? Yeah. JR Ryder. I mean, I'm thinking about fucking Reed Dollars. There's something about the battle rap. Got JR Ryder. He had hits. Come on. Or just a pen game, even if he ain't had more hits than Boys, but he had that pen. Come on.
You weren't even seen as top 2 in Dipset. Right? Niggas used to say, yo, the nicest is Jewels, then Cam. Or niggas would say it's Cam, then Jewels. Nobody on planet Earth would say Jim Jones, then anybody else. Now, as things change, and I will give you credit, you're focused on music while, you know, it looks like Joel Santana started doing crack. Okay, no disrespect, Joel. It is what it is. You lost a couple teeth.
Shout out to Joel. That Love and Hip Hop fucked him up. Or maybe it saved him while he was going down.
We know what happened. Cameron looked like he went to go kick it in Ohio or Columbus somewhere. He went to go hang out by the pool down there in Florida. No shots. I love you, Cam. But, you know, they didn't drop music as frequently. You were on your game. Okay? I think around when you dropped, was it Harlem? What was the name of the album? It was one album and I remember I was just like, okay, Jim is taking this shit more seriously.
I thought when he first got into that vamp life, I was like, oh, we coming back with this like nightlife, like, but it's more mature kind of, but he went crazy.
And he's popping out as the lead, right? Like, yo, I'm a solo artist. This is what I do. You get what I mean? And by the way, I'm not saying that Jim didn't come off like a dope rapper on the Diplomats project. He was it. But there was a time that I'm like, okay, he's becoming the lead rapper. And that has transformed your career, but not transformed your career that you could talk like this. Not about Nas, brother. No. Please, just stop it. Stop it. Get some help, brother. Get some help. Anyway, did y'all see T? Quite offensive.
Shout out to Akademiks. He was true. I usually don't agree with Akademiks about some shit. He starts talking about old dudes, but he right. Jimmy, nobody think this. And like the comment saying breaks my heart. Like, we don't even know if he's serious. You can't even tell if he's trolling or he being serious. Because if he's trolling, like, come on, that's Nas. Maybe he called Nas like, you know what it is. I'm just gaining some traction or whatever. Just publicity. I'm just playing with the blogs and the analog. And I mean, Nas might be like, cool, go get it how you get it. Wings, get money. But if you're doing this and you serious about it, talking about legends, you might just say, hey, you better than Jay-Z at that point. You were closer to Jay-Z. Yeah, I was signed to Rock, right? Or Dame or whatever, however it went. Like, he didn't even start. That's the thing. Jimmy didn't even start off as a rapper. He was just like the tough guy. It'd be like if Drake, dude, top 5 started rapping. And he's good, actually. He had a couple hits and dropped some shit. We were like, damn, top. But he was like, yeah, I've been better than fucking Party Next Door or some shit. I don't know. That'd be crazy. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dweller. Is fucking Jim. I know. Matter of fact, this is a litmus test. If you think that Jim Jones is right and that he a better rapper than Nas, or even if you could think he a better rapper, you could like, I enjoy his raps better. That's fine. But if you think that Jimmy has the better catalog or the catalog that get the most money, I know that's how y'all like to judge things, most money and shit. If you would rather be in Jim Jones' position than Nas, if you had to pick one of them and go on one of their bodies and had a career, you would rather have Jim Jones and Nas? Not in the fucking, no way. Let me know if you do, though. That's very interesting. Let's talk about it in the comments. Run it up again.